everyone, I'm Jade, and today for Wildlife Wednesday we're going to be talking about toads. Here in Minnesota we have three types of toads, including the American toad, which are the most common in the area, along with the Canadian toad and the Great Plains toad. The Great Plains aren't as common because they're only on the western part of Minnesota, kind of in the more plains area, and the Canadian toads and American toads we're going to find right here in southeast Minnesota. Now, toads are different than frogs because they have more leathery skin, which you probably see have lots of lumps and bumps on them. Those are warts, but not really warts that are going to give you warts. So that's a myth. You don't have to believe that. Those, the big ones on the back of their head, those are actually called parotid glands and are considered poisonous. So not poisonous at all to us humans, but a little bit poisonous to other animals like your dogs or other animals that might want to eat them, like raccoons or skunks. And it's only poisonous enough to give them a really bad taste in their mouth and sometimes start foaming a little bit at the mouth as well, but not typically strong enough to kill them. Sometimes are garter snakes the main predator to toads. Garter snakes are actually one animal that is completely immune to that poison from their parotid glands. Now, unfortunately, the toads stopped calling when I decided to start filming, so you can't really hear them calling, but in the springtime right now is when you're going to hear them calling and when they're going to be mating as well. So the toads have a very long, kind of melodic trill almost of a call, and I'll play that for you too. They don't have a typical ribbit or a little call that you might hear in the background of some frogs. It's a very distinct call. And they're doing that to call the ladies in, or call the female toads in so that they can mate. They're going to mate in a vestigial pond or some standing water. They don't usually go in rivers because then their eggs can wash away. And once they mate, the females can lay anywhere between 2,000 and 20,000 eggs. And those eggs are going to be in a long string, and they're really tiny little black dots. And then soon after that, they are going to change into little tadpoles. Being amphibians, toads are going to go through a big change called metamorphosis, where their life stages are two different types of stages. So what that means is they'll start as eggs, go into their tadpoles, which you probably are going to see swimming around in your ponds, and then after tadpoles they're going to slowly start to grow some legs and lose their gills, like fish have gills to breathe underwater, and then they're going to grow lungs and make their way out of those ponds and then be completely terrestrial, and they're going to live on land with their lungs. They don't have their gills anymore, and then they become adults. Alright, so here in this little cup here, I have caught some baby tadpoles. Now, I think these are toad tadpoles, but there's no way to be absolutely certain because they are so tiny and just very fresh. So they probably just hatched from their like I said, up to about 20,000 eggs a toad can lay. So there could be 20,000 eggs in here, which you're going to think is a ton, but these tadpoles are actually great food source for lots of different types of animals, mostly different types of bugs like water bugs, and dragonfly larvae are going to eat a lot of these, and even bigger toads. Snakes will come in here and eat these too. So 20,000 seems like a lot, but a lot of them will die off due to predation. Now these guys are little, like I said, they probably just hatched, but within 4 to 6 weeks they're going to have legs and they're going to make their way out of this pond and off to their adult adventures.